Hello guys, welcome to back to my YouTube channel Love to Learn, and today we will be learning some basics of Python. Okay, so let us see how simply we can learn Python if you love Python. And this video is gonna be something interesting because if you know coding and if you know other languages like C or Java, and this is your first step towards Python, then this video is definitely for you guys. So let's get started. uh, we'll be using the Jupyter Notebook IDE, which in the previous video we have talked before. The link to my previous video will also be there on the links. And so let's get started with Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so I have my notebook ready over here. So we'll be just deep diving in. Okay, so there will be a 2 minutes challenge for us. Within 2 minutes, we'll be solving or doing 10 codes. 2 minutes challenge. And other than that, let's see how simple Python is. If you want to do the sum of two numbers, like look how simple it can be. Just we are writing 2 plus 2. If it would have been C or C plus plus, hash include stdio dot h, then int main a equal to something, b equal to something, and also defining the data types, in which in Python you don't have to do that. So we're writing 2 plus 2, and just pressing the shift and enter. See, the output is 4. Means the best advantage of Python is that you don't have to compile your code. Okay, it directly gets executed. And the advantage of Jupyter Notebook is that if you write the code and run it, you will see the output just below it. If it you have written it in Notepad or somewhere else, you have to go to the command prompt, change the directory to where your code is actually, and then you have to means Python, then file name.py, you have to run the whole line, then your output will be there. But in Jupyter Notebook, you don't have to do such things. You can directly execute your code. So this is the basic and first step of Python. You have done a code within just a few seconds only. Okay, next part, let's come to the variables part. So we will declare some variables, and for variable declaration, like unlike C and C, Java, Python, you don't have to define the data type of your variable, and you can just store anything, just anything. So we're storing, for example, a equal to 10 and b equal to 20, and suppose C is a variable which takes the argument a plus b and stores the sum in the variable C. And if you want to see the output, you have to call the variable C again, and ooh la la, another code is done. You can see the output over here. Okay, so it seems quite a bit interesting. Now let's come to the next part. Like, if you can take a variable, like suppose, okay, next coming to print and like print and taking input part, which is the main part, and I hope this is the main part which is not taught anywhere. Printing part is taught, but the other means taking input from user, that part is not taught mainly anywhere. So we will be coming to that part. First, let us print something. For printing, you have to write the keyword print, and within circular brackets and within double quotes, or it may be single quotes, whatever text you write, it will be printed. We are taking the single quotes now. See, both of them works. So you can just use anything, single quotes or double quotes. Okay, this code is taking a little bit time. At times you may encounter problems like this, that the code is getting executed but the kernel has stopped working, so it will be showing star for a while. Okay, it may take time, or if it takes too long, just go to the kernel. Okay, here you can see connecting to the kernel. So this may happen due to bad internet connection or anything. Okay, so our kernel is ready, so we may expect the output really soon. Okay, here it is, our output is there. Okay, so next part, taking the input. So for inputs, let us suppose we are taking a variable where we will be storing the input part. Okay, for input, okay, just like print statement, you have to replace the print part by input and write any text. Okay, let us suppose enter a number. Okay, and then you need to call a to see the output. Okay, so it is asking enter a number. Okay, let us enter a number, for example 30. Okay, so it will be displayed just like this. Now if you want to execute it in a proper sequence manner, like hey your number is 30 or something like that, you want to print it like that, so we can do that as well. Okay, how? Let's see it. So we are storing it inside a variable that is a. Now we will call the print statement. Okay, so for printing a text in continuation, like hey your number is then 30, so we need to write hey your number is, and with the plus symbol followed by a, that was our variable, so it will print out hey your number is 30. This is if you know the property of concatenation, string concatenation, that is done over here. Okay, another thing. Okay, my compiler is a little bit slow today, I don't know why. Okay, here is the output. Okay, so the next thing we will be doing some calculations with this part. Okay, so we have done till this part. Next, suppose we will be working with a bit of numbers. Like suppose if you want to make a age calculator using this print and input method. Okay, let's do it. Suppose the current year it is going on is 2020. Okay, here is a variable. Now suppose a is a variable which will be storing or asking for your age. Enter your birth year. So the user will enter his or her birth year, which will be directly stored in A, and then we need to do the calculations. So let us take another variable B, where there will be the calculation part. Okay, one thing you must keep in mind, that if you directly put the year means, okay, we have the variable year minus, and this is A, and finally print B. Okay, this will throw an error, as because, okay, let us see it what kind of error it gives. Type error. Why? Because there are int and string format in this case. Why? Because year is directly int, but a, the variable a, is directly a string, because the input takes any character and treat it as a string. Now suppose if it would have been here like some string plus string. Okay, we'll be doing that later. Let's solve first this part. So how you can do that? You can typecast a by just mentioning the data type before a. Now let's do it. Suppose 1995, hit enter. Okay, your age is 25. So whenever you take in means a number as an input, you have to typecast it. Either you can do it while you are doing the calculations part, then you have to write this int part many more times, means how the number of times you are using this a part, you have to typecast it, or it is better to typecast it where when you are storing the variable only. Okay, it can be done over here as well. See, your age is 25, so this may work over here as well also. Then you have to typecast it just once, and your work is done. Whenever you call a, it will be of int data type. Okay, and unlike R. Okay, we'll be coming to R also. That is a different part. But for today's video, this is the basic of Python which we will be doing today. Next video with more advanced features and more advanced things will be coming for you. We will be approaching it in a step-by-step manner. So here is the only the basic part like data types and converting your data and printing and taking inputs. And okay, we will be trying to cover another main and interesting part, that is the indexing in Python, in our next video. Till then, if you like the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thank you.